Francis Ngannou is going to fight John Jones. What?
What are you pulling up, Mark? That's the wrong article.
No, that's not it.
No,
Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou. I love this. I'm actually, and I think Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight ever. I genuinely think he's the best heavyweight ever. I am concerned about this because when boxers use their gloves, they're thinking about doing the 4-ounce gloves.
Yeah. He said they're doing 4-ounce gloves. Right?
So it's like boxers use their gloves to block punches. And obviously UFC fighters can as well, but more punches get through when you have these tiny little gloves that just kind of wrap around your fist. When you have these kind of bigger mitts, throwing it up here, another mitt is coming, it's just two big things kind of hit. It's easier to defend. And you're talking about a guy who's been boxing every day since he was a kid. You can't relearn your defense.
Yeah.
And he's a great defensive fighter. But my concern is that those 4-ounce gives Ngannou a chance because you know Ngannou has learned how to defend? He's learned to defend against 4-ounce.
Against 4-ounce, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's a great point.
So it is something where I'm like, I hope that he gets some sparring in with the light gloves and I hope he sees, oh shit, certain punches are getting through, I can't engage the same way.
Well, he had a quote that at the time was convincing. He said something like, yeah, I know he punches hard, he's the baddest man on the planet, but I've also been punched by Deontay Wilder. And it's like, that's a good point. But then I didn't think about the fact that more small punches are getting through with 4-ounce
You've been punched with 8-ounce gloves or 10-ounce gloves, whatever they fought in.
Yeah.
You haven't been punched with 4-ounce. It's just knuckle.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's at that point, and with that amount of weight, it's like.
But it's kind of cool that he took the fight on those rules.
So I think it's the only way it's remotely close.
100%.
Yeah.
Now,
I think it's fake.
You don't think it's actually confirmed?
No, I don't think they're going to really go all out and try to hurt one another.
Ooh.
I think it's a money grab. The fact that you have Tyson refereeing the fight is like, he's never reffed the fight before.
Yeah, that part is kind of strange.
That's a long way.
That is strange, but how hard is it to ref a fight? Especially if you box your whole life, don't you know, and it's getting to like whatever, get in there.
It's the same guy who chewed somebody's ear off.
Yeah, he's going to understand the frustration. I mean, shout out to Mike, man. We want him on the pod, so I won't talk shit about him. But I think
I
it's
would
a
love to
great
have him on
idea.
and say what you said.
Yeah.
Tell him what you said.
My name is Mark Gagnon. Okay?
That's not.
Why'd you do a white voice when you did that?
Yeah. That's very
He
strange.
did, oh, my name is Mark Gagnon.
That's how you sound.
No, don't use white people's voices for your fucking pleasure, bro.
I liked it.
Son, this is Black History Month. You better watch out. I do whatever the fuck I want this month.
Oh, shit.
So I just gotta let you talk like a fucking dignified human being?
For no reason, dude.
Okay. Yeah, I think, listen, I'm buying it. I hope they both make fucking boatloads full of money.
I think it will be a real fight. I think you just get two guys in a ring fighting. Especially if they're competitive, I don't think they're gonna take it easy. Like Tyson Fury is the best at what he does, and Ngannou's the best at what he does. They're putting him in a ring. I can't see them both being like, hey, let's take it easy. Like they're in their prime.
I think it's going to be like how Mike and Roy Jones was, where it's just going to be like Mike started to go full in, but Roy was just like pop shots move, pop shots move.
Like he wasn't
Roy's
really in his 50s or
Roy's
whatever.
fighting somebody again.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's a fight coming on. I forget what it is, but I saw it. But yeah, he's fighting somebody again.
Somebody said something as a saying, apparently, like boxers don't retire because they can't hit anymore. They retire because they don't want to take hits anymore. These guys haven't retired. Those guys had both retired. Now Roy's coming back, so maybe whatever, but like I can see Roy 20 years out being like, I don't want to get hit no fucking more. Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury, I both see them being like, I don't mind getting hit. I want to win.
I hope it happens. I'm definitely
I'm optimistic.
Sign him up. Let's do it. I think Tyson wins because it's his arena, but the reason why heavyweight boxing is so compelling is that anybody can land.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if the other guy's bigger.
And the force behind that punch is crazy.
Yeah. So it's like anybody can land, we're going to watch, because even if there's a 10-1 favorite, if he gets hit, the amount of pressure that is created at that weight and that skill is putting him out. Yeah. So it's like people would watch Deontay Wilder fight Tyson Fury again.
Yeah.
Even though he won easily.
That's why I'm surprised.
Not easily, but like they would watch and again and again and again because they know it's one shot.
Yeah. That's why I'm surprised you think Tyson would win because like...
He gets clipped.
Yeah, he gets clipped, he's gotten dropped, and he got dropped with 10-ounce gloves. Now you're going to get dropped with a 4-ounce glove? That's a whole different story.
Yeah.
I don't think he comes up from that.
That's interesting.
That's interesting. That is interesting. Now, I will say that Francis Ngannou has never boxed somebody of Tyson's caliber.
That's my only thing. I don't think he didn't start getting into fight sports until he was like 20, right?
Yeah. Now, he did start with boxing. I think that was the actual thing. He first started even back in, I think he's from Côte d'Ivoire.
Cameroon.
Oh, Cameroon?
Yeah.
Okay.
My people.
Respect. So he did start boxing there, so he has some pedigree in that, and that's what he believes that he's good at. And clearly the way he knocks people out in the UFC is like he's striking.
Yeah.
But the skill level of Tyson, you're talking about the best heavyweight ever. And the most challenging ever to fight. A guy of that, he's 6'7".
It's crazy.
Arms
His
are
reach is
massive.
crazy.
Yeah.
How
Like-
tall is Ngannou?
I think Ngannou's probably 6'5".
Yeah.
But still, like,
close.
he's up there, but still, like, Ngannou's not sparring guys. Or maybe is he 6'9"? Like, I don't know. It's fucking massive.
So Francis is 6'4",
Yeah.
250.
I think Tyson's 6'9". I think 6'9".
I mean, just massive.
I see.
But yeah.
And skilled. Like, it just doesn't happen. The footwork, the hand movement, like, the head movement. So,
You know how people say Shaq's footwork is crazy
for his size.
for his size?
Yeah.
That's what it seems
Gotcha.
like Fury is.
But it's very impressive that Francis is taking the fight.
Oh,
That he's
God
like,
bless.
yeah, I'm going to get in, never boxing, going up against the greatest heavyweight ever.
I love Francis, but what other option did he have?
So, surprisingly, Francis does have a lot of options.
But
He
I mean, to make this seems like 8-figure payday
oh, you're talking about for the most money.
for big money.
Yeah, for the most money, of course. But he does have other options. He could sign with Bellator. He could sign with One Championship. He could do other, like, private fights against other guys for whatever reason. Not private, but, like, the one-off type of things. So he does have places he could go. But to make real money,
Yeah.
it's Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder. People would pay to see Deontay Wilder versus Francis Ngannou. Tyson Fury. Like, we're literally looking at the most destructive human being alive, Francis Ngannou, against the most destructive boxers alive, and we will pay top dollar to see any of them.
Yeah.
He is in a great situation, and this is why the UFC fucked up, I think, in my opinion. He's gonna make way more money not being with the UFC, even if he loses his fight.
Yeah.
The one fight, he's gonna make way more money.
I was thinking that.
So now it's just further incentivizes all the UFC fighters to be like, let me get out of this shit and then
Get
move
some
on.
It's almost like a developmental ground at this point, it seems like. And then you
Well-
go get your big payday. Like you climb to the top of UFC, and then at some point there's a massive payday waiting. And they're like, look, we paid you what we paid you. You want to go get a big payday, go fight a boxer. Go get 8-figure somewhere.
I don't think the UFC's saying that at all.
Yeah, I guess they're not saying that, but I think that's what it could become. Like at a certain point with the UFC, if they're not going to pay you, you could be like, all right, well, that's fine. You don't have to pay me. I'm going to go do.
I think what happens is UFC will have to change their model. But the UFC does not see themselves as a fucking developmental ground.
No. And look at
you don't really
Conor
believe
coming
that.
back
No,
to
I-
potentially fight. You need the action. That's the lights. That's the stardom.
Yeah.
Yes, go make. He's 36, Francis. Make your,
gotta make your money.
big payday money right now. But if you want some engine to continue, exposing you to the world, that's UFC.
Yeah, I mean, UFC made Francis, there's no question. He also did great within the UFC to make himself. But yeah, he did it. But the UFC's, if Francis goes and has success, and these other people go and have success, they're gonna have to find a way where they don't become the developmental ground. The last thing they wanna be is the thing that builds up guys and then they go make all this money.
Yeah.
They wanna be part of all that money like they were with Conor. The biggest payday the UFC probably ever made on a fight was the Conor Mayweather fight.
Right.
Because they were the promoter on Conor's side.
Yeah.
So it's like, you need that. I'm just shocked that they wouldn't just do, hey, go out, get that money, we'll do one fight with whatever, and then you come back to us.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Francis, if he wants to, he can go do that fight. If he wins or loses, can come back to UFC, and they'll have to bump it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
But then UFC looks a little like they look like they lost because they weren't willing to give him the money. Now he come back and he's gonna ask for more money, and then if you cave, it's like
you want to know something crazy, though? And you're right, but you know something crazy? If Francis wins that fight, okay, he is solidified as the baddest man on the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay? How can a fight promotion be the top fight promotion if they don't have the baddest man on the planet? You have to empty the book. If he goes to any other one, immediately, they are legitimized, at least at the same level.
Yeah.
Bare minimum, whatever heavyweight fights you got going on in the UFC, they ain't the ones.
Yeah. And that's not even that expensive to legitimize an entire promotion.
Think about that.
Like 30 million?
Whatever it is, it's like you take that investment from Saudi, you take that investment.
Saudi is what I was saying. They'll throw ungodly money at anything.
And then immediately legitimized. That division is legitimized over UFC immediately because Francis cleaned out the division.
Yeah.
Except for Jones. And Jones still got to beat Cyril Gane.
Yeah.
If Cyril Gane beats Jones, it's one of those things where it's like too much, it costs you too much to not pay I don't know. There's probably a better saying for that, but like,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, when like a tech company has to buy
like a
that
loss leader or
upstart.
whatever.
Sure.
It's cheaper to keep her kind of thing.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's like it costs your brand too much. It costs Prada too much to not have a place on Fifth Avenue, even if it loses them money.
Right.
But if they need to be seen like those other stores,
You gotta be on Fifth Ave.